Hi everyone, this is a book review for Everlost by Neal Shusterman. I literally had just finished this. It was really good. A very fast-paced book, very easy to read. This book's about two 14-year-olds named Allie and Nick, and they get into a car accident and they don't survive. They were complete strangers. They didn't know each other beforehand. So they get into a car accident and they end up in a place, the forest. They wake up into a forest and they don't know what has happened. They remember seeing a tunnel and then that was kind of it. They don't remember anything. And they wake up in the forest and it comes to find out they're in Everlost. They meet a boy who lives in the forest high in the trees because if you stay in one place in Everlost you sink down into the earth like quicksand. But anyway, so they meet this boy, and they name him Leaf because he doesn't remember who he is, because that's what happens. And so they start talking to him, and they start understanding that they died, but they're not called ghosts, they're called Everlights. And Nick and Allie are green souls because they just passed over, and Everlost is, I don't know if I said this yet, is like limbo. It's not the living world, and it's not completely dead yet, so since they're green souls, they're very close to, living, because they're like freshly dead almost. But anyway, Leaf talks about this Mary Hightower girl who is the queen of Everlost, and she's only 15, and she thinks she knows everything. She's written all these books about Everlost and what the laws are and everything, so she thinks she knows everything, and she takes care of like all the other kids, the younger kids. And what's different is they do the same thing over and over again, just like how ghosts would, how sometimes they do the same routine over and over again and they find comfort in that routine. So Leaf brings them to Mary Hightower's building where she lives and such, and Nick is really like, okay, I can live here forever, this seems okay. But Allie is complete opposite. She wants to get home and wants to make sure her family's members survived from the accident and that kind of thing. So there's kind of that a difference in the characters' motives. So anyway, they go along, Nick kind of goes along with what Mary says and agrees with it, but Allie questions it. She even went as to read her books and found discrepancies in there, which was kind of like, that was kind of funny. But anyway, then another afterlight in there starts talking about the criminal acts. I think that's what they call it. Criminal arts, sorry. Which are like hauntings and possessions, which Mary says are evil and is completely against it. And there's a thing called skin napping, where you is pretty much possessing somebody. I know I'm all over the place, but there was so much going on, and there's so much explaining into this book. But anyway, Allie convinces Nick and Leaf to go with her to meet the Haunter, which will teach them the criminal arts. It comes to find out it was sort of a trick, and Leaf and Nick end up getting nailed into barrels, which came from an old pickle factory, so they're stuck. And then Allie has a quest to beat the monster of Everlost, which is the McGill. And so it's just kind of like that. They need to defeat the monster, and they need to get on their way home. Not get on their way home, but get to where they're going, because they don't want to stay there forever. And the ending kind of surprised me in a way. I don't really want to give it away because that will give away a really important part of the story. But it's really good. I would give this a 5 out of 5 stars. It's a great supernatural adventure story. I know my plot summary was probably kind of out there, but there's so much to explain because it's a whole new world, pretty much. But it's really beautifully explained. And in part of the chapters are like excerpts from the books that Mary Hightower has written. And it's just really, really good. I would recommend this to anyone. So, yeah. I'm sorry if this review wasn't very good, but I really liked this. I really enjoyed it. There's no dull moments. There's so much action in here, and kind of gets you thinking, like, if there really is such a place, if there really is such a place like that. But, yeah, it's really good. Thanks for watching. Oh, and I think I'm going to start Perfect Chemistry by Simone Eccles next. I think. So, thanks for watching. Bye.